Live from Bishop Garrigan High School, we get ready for postseason softball action here on Hometown Radio KLGA and on the Algona Radio YouTube live stream. They're about to do the national anthem at the field here, so we'll take a quick timeout, and we will get you ready for tonight's game coming up next on Hometown Radio KLGA and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
High school sports on Hometown and Home Country Radio, brought to you by these sports boosters.
Greg Penning & Company, certified public accountants, where everyone counts.
Dump it. They do the dirty work so you don't have to.
Neil Albert Electric. Flip the switch to Albert Electric.
Yemlin Builders and Apartments. Quality apartments for rent, beauty, and craftsmanship that will never go out of style.
Grassmasters. Growing satisfied customers.
Tom Eischen Sales, your store in the country, Highway 18 West.
Iowa Lakes Community College. Your community, your college.
Sports Boosters bringing you this game on Hometown Home Country Radio.
The Red Power Team is your genuine Case IH dealer for tractors, combines, planters, tillage equipment, and more. They have an experienced sales team ready to work with you to learn what fits your operation. See them today about a new tractor or quality pre-owned combine they have available. Red Power, your genuine Case IH dealer in Bancroft, Corwith, West Bend, and Humboldt. Family-owned, team-centered, customer-focused. That's the Red Power way. Online at redpowerteam.com.
National anthem just wrapping up here from Bishop Garrigan High School as we get ready for first round softball action here in Class 1A. It's the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears and the North Iowa Bison. Hello everybody, I'm Tyler Lance with you here for this game as it's the Golden Bears coming in for a record of 14-12. North Iowa wrapped up the regular season 3-19. Starting tonight, pitching for Bishop Garrigan, it's Ella Schaaf. Defensively behind Schaaf, it'll be Dorning behind the plate, Marin at third, Capacious at shortstop, Peterson at second, and Montag at first. Left to right in the outfield, you have Bartolo, Goshi, and Alish. That is what it looks like for the Golden Bears tonight. North Iowa brings out a starting lineup of Ava Minders batting leadoff and playing right field, J.C. Plath pitching and batting second, Ashlyn Beechler catching and batting third, Eden Greensky at third base in the cleanup spot. Sophia Hagen plays shortstop, she bats fifth, Emma Bingston second base batting sixth, Becca Hoffman in center batting seventh, Katie Wyckoff in the number 8 spot playing first base, and Lily Beckman in left field batting ninth. North Iowa is coached by Lauren Hine, Bishop Garrigan by Paige Purdy. So those are the two teams for tonight. Bishop Garrigan tries to continue their recent domination over the Bison as the Golden Bears have won the last 10 matchups between these two teams, including 2 of them earlier this season, 12-2, as that was on June 6th, and then 12-0 on Monday of this week. It'll be Ella Schaaf once again for the Golden Bears. She has pitched every game against the Bison so far this season, obviously picking up both wins for Bishop Garrigan. And we'll get set to go here. Ava Minders, left-handed hitting right fielder, batting leadoff, as the 8th graders hitting .264 this season. North Iowa wearing the blue and black. It's blue up top, black on the pants, as the motion and the pitch from Schaaf is swung on and missed. She went away with that one, and that is strike one as we are underway from Bishop Garrigan High School. Beautiful sunny night here. Couple clouds dotting the sky as Schaaf delivers the 0-1 pitch, and that is in the zone. Count is 0-2. Minders hits out of a very closed stance from that left-handed box. Hits up near the front as she's behind Schaaf, 0-2. The sophomore Schaaf checks her wristband and delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. That time from Schaaf as Minders is gone swinging, and that's the first K of the night from Ella Schaaf. The second batter will be tonight's opposing pitcher, J.C. Plath. She's a right-handed hitter who's batting .387. As Schaaf works quickly and delivers, and she'll come a little bit outside for ball one. Well, Schaaf this season, she has pitched in 18 games so far, 15 of them starts. Her record 7-6, 76 innings pitched, .378 earned run average for the Bishop Garrigan sophomore, who comes with the 1-0 pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. Count evens up at 1-1 on Plath. Marin is playing shallow at third base. Montag about even with the bag over at first for Bishop Garrigan. 1-1 count. Schaaf has struck out 68 batters. She has walked 60 in 76 innings pitched as she delivers the 1-1. And that is a fly ball, shallow right field, dropping in a hurry. It's hooking, and that'll get into foul territory for strike 2. 1-2 right now on Plath. Opponents so far this season batting just 164 against Ella Schaaf. That is one of the best marks in the top of Iowa West Conference, as Schaaf works ahead 1-2 against Plath. Here's the pitch. Line drive foul, first base side. Sends North Iowa's first base coach ducking out of the way, and we'll do it again if a 1-2 count. Ashlyn Beechler in the on-deck circle for North Iowa. As the Bison this season, they're scoring just over 4 runs a game. Bishop Garrigan is allowing just over 6 runs a game. As Schaaf takes a glance at the wristband. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Up and away that time with the fastball, but could not get Plath that is, to chase after it. Count evens up at 2-2. Bishop Garrigan wrapping up the regular season this year, second place in the top of Iowa West. They finished 12-4 in conference play. Schaaf's 2-2, and that one is shot right back through the middle for a base hit. Towards the right center field gap, Goshi races over and cuts it off, and J.C. Plath on first base with a 1-out single for North Iowa. So good 2-strike hitting from Plath. She got down 1-2 in the count, fouled a couple pitches off, took a ball out of the zone, and then shoots one back right up the middle where it was wide open. And North Iowa will have their number 3 hitter, Ashlyn Beechler, batting. So Plath will be on first with 1 out. The freshman Beechler batting .417. That is the best mark on North Iowa. Bison hitting .294 as a team this season, as that pitch is over the plate for a called strike, 0-1. Well, something to watch tonight will be the base running of North Iowa. There are a couple things they excel at, and number 1 among those is stealing bases. They steal more often and more effectively than anyone in the top of Iowa West, as the 0-1 pitch is downstairs, blocked by Dorning behind the plate as Plath stays put at first. North Iowa this season has stolen 101 bases in 106 attempts. That is easily clearing the bar for the rest of the conference for first place as far as steals are concerned. 1-1 count. That is flied in the air, middle of the infield. Capacious moving over towards the second base side, and Capacious makes the catch on that pop-up for out number 2 of the inning as Plath remains at first base. So it'll be Eden Greensky, the third baseman. Greensky, the freshman, hitting .407 this season. Leads North Iowa with 12 runs driven in. A right-handed batter. Hits on the way outside part of that right-handed batter's box. As Schaaf delivers over the plate for a called strike 1. So the key here tonight, just make sure if you're Bishop Garrigan, you do your best to keep the fastest runners for North Iowa off base, because historically this season they have been very, very aggressive in trying to steal bases. 0-1 count, Plath still at first. Pitch outside, snap throw back down to first. Close play, but Plath got in ahead of the tag by Montag. 1-1 count from Schaaf, 2 down. No score between Bishop Garrigan and North Iowa, right here on KLGA Algona. Schaaf lets the 1-1 pitch go. Line drive back for the middle. That almost decapitated Schaaf as that heads into center field for a base hit. Well, some nice hitting so far from the Bison. Just a couple line drive singles right back up the middle. And North Iowa has an early scoring opportunity. 2 on, 2 out. Sophia Hagen, the right-handed hitting shortstop, getting set to bat. Hagen's a sophomore who's batting .245. Trying to produce with 2 outs. The delivery is fouled back to the screen. Schaaf came in on the hands of Hagen, who was a little bit tardy on that one and got jammed. Count is 0-1. Right side of the field, mostly in shadows here at Bishop Garrigan. Center and left pretty much in full sunlight right now as players on the left side are trying to shield their eyes from the sun. 0-1 pitch. And that is a little bit off the outside corner for a ball. 1-1 the count. Well, Hagen hits so far to the outside of that right-handed box. The pitch over the outside part of the plate may be tough for her to reach, so we'll see if Schaaf tries to go back there. 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Schaaf powered a fastball past her, and the count is 1-2. So Schaaf trying to strand a couple runners on base. It's Plath at second, Greensky at first. 2 outs first inning. No score, Bishop Garrigan and North Iowa. 1-2 from Schaaf. That one down and in as Dorning blocks it. Runner heading to third base. The throw is not in time as sliding in there safely is Plath, and moving up behind her is Greensky. A good throw may have gotten Plath because she got a fairly late jump off of second base, but that throw was towards foul territory on the third base side. Marin had to reach way over to get that one, and that allowed Plath extra time to get in safely. 2-2 count, second and third now. Ground ball foul, first base side, and we'll do it again at 2-2. The start of the game is just going to be such a big key to North Iowa. And you really want to find a way to put 2 runs on the board here for the Bison before Bishop Garrigan can bat. Last time these two teams matched up, the Golden Bears scored 11 runs in the first inning and sat on the lead from that point on. 2-2 pitch, down and away as Hagan lays off it. Count full of 3-2. Again, first base is open of 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Emma Bingston is on deck. And Schaaf tries to work through some traffic in the first inning. 3-2 pitch on the way. Called strike 3. High outside portion of the strike zone, and Schaaf is out of it in the first. No scores. We head to the bottom half of inning number 1. You're listening to Postseason Softball on Hometown Radio, KLGA.
Sports Boosters bringing you this broadcast on Hometown Home Country Radio.
American Glass. For all your glass needs, think American.
Countryside Barbecue Sauce. 2 sauces for all seasons.
Daylight Donuts. Open early with delicious donuts and great coffee.
Farm and Home Services. View their listings at farmhomeservices.com.
Holmes Animal Clinic. Animals large and small. They love them all.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. Agents Dave Beisch, Jason Brace, Daniel Foth, and Michael Tull.
Marceau Golden Harvest Seed Sales. Jim Marceau.
Sports Boosters bring you this broadcast on Hometown and Home Country Radio.
Get ahead of the game and schedule your students' back-to-school appointments with Kossuth Regional Health Center. Get a healthy start to the new year and call the KRHC Clinic in Algona or Bancroft to schedule well-child visits, immunizations for kindergarten and middle school students, and wellness exams for student-athletes. Don't wait until the last minute. Call Kossuth Regional Health Center at 515-295-2451 or visit krhc.com.
Your home for health care.
As we go to the bottom half of inning number 1, no score between Bishop Garrigan and North Iowa in this first round Class 1A postseason matchup. It'll be Bishop Garrigan's turn to bat as Sasha Olish, Joey Dorning, and Abby Capacious will take their cuts against the sophomore pitcher J.C. Plath. Plath has pitched in 18 games, 16 of which were starts. Her record so far this season, 2-14, as she carries an .827 earned run average. Plath has struck out 112 batters compared to 90 walks, as she has pitched 94 innings. Opponents are batting .292 against the right-hander. First pitch from Plath, that one down and into Olish for ball 1. Defensively, Beechler's behind the plate, Greensky at third, Hagan at short, Bingston at second, Wyckoff at first. Beckman in left, Hoffman in center, Minders in right for North Iowa. Wearing the blue uniforms. 1-0 count to Olish. Ground ball foul, and the count evens at 1-1. Tried to go with that down and in corner once again. And Olish able to just foul it off. Olish has had an impressive campaign so far for Bishop Garrigan, batting .306. The right-handed batter steps back in as Plath delivers the 1-1. Ground ball towards shortstop, moving over is Hagan, bobbles it, picks it back up, and the throw to first is not in time. Olish beats that one out, and Bishop Garrigan has a base runner on of nobody out in the bottom half of the first inning. So Joey Dorning will bat right now, Bishop Garrigan's catcher, right-handed hitter. Dorning hitting .255 for the Golden Bears. 9 runs driven in this season, as the Golden Bears are trying to set the table here for the middle of their lineup early. Wyckoff playing way in at first base. Greensky creeping in at third. Squaring to bunt. Dorning puts it down the third base line, but she bunted it hard and pulled it a little bit foul, so that is strike 1. Well, right idea for Dorning. Trying to keep it perfectly down that line. See if not only if she can move Olish to second, but if she can reach first base herself. And if you're Bishop Garrigan, again, balls in play, no matter how you do them, bunts. Just anything that avoids a strikeout is good because North Iowa has had their issues as far as fielding goes this season. Plath is ready. The 0-1 pitch, and that is a called strike. And the count is now 0-2. North Iowa this season last in the top of Iowa West in fielding percentage. And not only that, but they have allowed the most stolen bases in the conference as opponents have swiped 128, so Garrigan could try to run a little bit tonight. 0-2 count. Up and away to Dorning, letting the fastball go. And the count now 1-2 on the Bishop Garrigan right-handed hitter. Olish at first base. Nobody out, bottom half of inning number 1. Capacious on deck for Bishop Garrigan. Goshi in the hole. Plath with the 1-2 offering. And that one is flared towards shallow right field. That is dropping for a base hit. Scampering up to second base and staying there is Olish. So a little blooper by Dorning will drop in, and all of a sudden, Golden Bears 2 on, nobody out in the first inning as they head towards the middle of the order with Abby Capacious. So exactly what North Iowa didn't want. You have the play at shortstop where Hagan bobbled it, had a chance to get the out on Olish, but that juggle made Olish be safe at first, and then not a hard hit ball by Dorning, but with 2 strikes, we're just trying to get the bat on it and put it into play, and that's exactly what she does there. So 2 on, nobody out, and Capacious getting set to bat. Abby Capacious is second in the entire state with a .662 batting average this season. She's homered 5 times, which is second in the conference, and she has driven in 21 runs. And she'll take the first pitch over the low part of the strike zone. 0-1 the count on the Bishop Garrigan shortstop. Opponents have definitely wised up to Capacious as the season has gone on. The word is out about what she can do as the 0-1 delivery comes a little bit outside and the count evens at 1-1. Capacious didn't walk a whole lot in the first few games for Bishop Garrigan, but as she started putting up huge numbers, the walks started piling up. She has walked 17 times this season compared to just 4 strikeouts. 1-1 to Capacious. And that is letter high for a called strike, so Plath able to work ahead here, 1 ball and 2 strikes, and now a little bit of real estate. She'll see if she can maybe expand the zone here to Capacious, get her to chase a pitcher's pitch. Outfield very deep all the way around. Infield normal depth. Wyckoff a little shallow at first as Capacious lines that one into center field, and that is down for a base hit. Heading to home plate is Olish. The throw comes all the way in, but it'll be cut off. Bishop Garrigan takes a 1-0 lead. Abby Capacious, a 2-strike base hit to center field as Olish comes around. Hoffman unleashed a pretty strong throw from center field, but she was playing so far back that Olish had plenty of time to score from third. Wise decision to cut it off for the Bison, and Bishop Garrigan grabs the first lead of the night. 1-0 in the bottom half of the first inning. So chance for a huge first inning for the Golden Bears as it's down and in. Pitch is blocked behind the plate by Beechler. As Dorning stays put at second, Capacious on first. Goshi, .355 batting average this season. 22 runs driven in for the junior. 1-0 pitch. That one is down and in, and Goshi is ahead in the count, 2-0. Bishop Garrigan as a team batting .295 this season. Goshi has really done a great job punishing the pitchers who have walked Capacious this season. 2-0 count, and Goshi fouls that one off. Took a good hack at it, but that'll make the count 2-1. Goshi has been a really good gap-to-gap type of hitter. Lots of doubles filling up the box score from Goshi. Able to hit to both left center and right center. As Dorning's at second, Capacious at first. Nobody out. Plath delivers the 2-1 for the Bison, and that is lined towards shallow center field, and that one drops in right center for a base hit. Moving up to third base, and stopping there is Dorning. Capacious is standing at third base, and now it's going to be an issue for Bishop Garrigan. Capacious is shuffling back towards second. Plath looking at third. She'll throw to third. The ball is dropped, and Dorning is safe there. Base is loaded, nobody out, and that was almost Bishop Garrigan running into an out. Dorning got the stop sign at third. She hesitated in between second and third. She wasn't sure if that ball would drop in the outfield, and Capacious ran right up her back. So Bishop Garrigan had 2 runners standing at third base when the ball was back in the pitcher's hands, but Capacious sidestepped her way back to second, and Plath was a little nervous to throw it to second because even though Capacious could have been out there by plenty, if she had thrown it to second, Dorning might have tried to score. Inside called strike to Hannah Marin. So in any case, the Golden Bears avoid an out. And Hannah Marin will bat here if nobody out, bases loaded. The freshman Marin batting .306, a team-leading 23 runs driven in. And that one is fisted foul, third base side. Marin got jammed on that one, and the count is 0-2. Well, already an eventful start to this game. North Iowa stranding runners on second and third in the first inning. And Bishop Garrigan now threatening to have a huge first inning. 1 run in already for the Golden Bears. Bases are juiced. 0-2 to Marin. That one downstairs, and the count goes to 1-2. Greensky at third base and Hagan at shortstop, playing about even if the bag or base paths for North Iowa. Also, Wyckoff at first base, slightly shallower than the first base bag. 1-2 count on Marin. Plath delivers. Down and in, and that'll even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. outfield still stays relatively deep, especially Beckman in left field. She is very deep, and she's been that way for the past couple of hitters for the Golden Bears. 2-2 count. Ground ball, foul, third base side, and we will do it once again. 2-2 on Hannah Marin. Peterson's on deck. Ava Huff, the designated player in the hole for Bishop Garrigan. North Iowa this season has struggled as far as run prevention is concerned. They're giving up over 10 runs a game this season, trying to limit the damage in the first. Marin, ground ball, third base. On the backhand, it's knocked down in fair territory. Throw to the plate, and out at home is Dorning for Bishop Garrigan. So that was a smart play by Green Sky. Knocked it down on the backhand right down the third base line. It came home, and she prevents the run from scoring. Bases will still be loaded for the Golden Bears. Now 1 out for Molly Peterson, as that play goes 5-2 on the force out. Peterson, right-handed hitter, awaits the first offering from Plath. Swings the first pitch, and that is a strike over the outside corner, 0-1. The freshman Peterson batting .312. She's driven in 11 so far this season for Bishop Garrigan. Golden Bears scoring just under 6.5 runs per game. As the 0-1 pitch drifts a little bit up high, and that will even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bishop Garrigan ended the season playing some good softball as they won 3 out of their last 4 games. North Iowa ended their season on an 8-game losing streak as the 1-1 pitch is flared towards second base, reaching up and making a nice grab. Throw to first base. Safe at first. Getting back in there for a dive is Marin. Boy, Bingston made a great grab there at second base, backing up, caught it right at the very edge of the glove. You could see the ball sticking out of the top, but it stuck in the mitt as Peterson's retired on that line out, and Marin got fortunate there. She was a decent ways off of first base, but was able to dive back in. So 2 straight outs here after the Golden Bears had the bases loaded with nobody out. And swinging and missing for strike 1 is Ava Huff. So Plath could really limit the damage here in the first. This had the chance to be a huge inning for Bishop Garrigan, and with 1 out here, it could just be a 1-run inning. Huff so far, a couple hits this season and 18 plate appearances, as that is inside, and that will hit Huff. Bishop Garrigan will take a 2-0 lead. Boy, not what you wanted to do there, obviously, for Plath. Not only of 2 outs, but one of Bishop Garrigan's more inexperienced hitters at the plate. But that'll drive in a run, and that'll make it 2-0. So Emmy Bartolo will be the 7th batter to hit this inning for the Golden Bears. Actually, check that. She'll be the 8th batter to hit. And she'll take the first offering down and away for ball 1. Bartolo, another big part of this young Bishop Garrigan squad. 14 hits this season out of 78 at-bats. 1-0 pitch. Way up and away as Beechler has to reach out and stab that one to prevent it from going to the screen. And the count is 2-0 on Bartolo. Montag on deck. After that, back to the top of the order with Alish, who started off by reaching on an air. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. Plath trying to dance through this first inning. Bishop Garrigan already putting a ton of pressure on, up 2-0. Base is still loaded. Goshi at third, Marin at second, Huff at first, as that is a little bit downstairs, and the count is 3-1 on Bartolo. And now Plath has to attack here. 3-1 count, bases loaded, 2 outs. Bishop Garrigan leading North Iowa 2-0 in this first-round playoff game. Here comes the 3-1. In the dirt, ball 4. Boy, that one skipped a couple feet in front of home plate as that one may have slipped out of Plath's hands a little bit. So Golden Bears now take a 3-0 lead here. You have a hit by pitch for the bases loaded, then you have a walk, and Zoe Montag will be the 9th batter to hit of the inning for the Golden Bears. Left-handed first baseman for Bishop Garrigan. The delivery to Montag. Up high, about head high down the middle of the plate, and the count is 1-0. Freshman Montag hitting .191 this season. She's homered once. She has driven in 5 runs. Plath's 1-0 pitch. Brings that one down a little bit, and that will even the count up at 1-1. It's Marin at third base. Huff is at second base. Bartolo at first. All the runs that score here of 2 outs are going to be unearned just because Alish reached on an air to start the inning. As the pitch is down and away, and the count is 2-1. Golden Bears this inning, 3 base hits, 1 runner reaching via an error, and a hit by pitch and a walk as well. 2-1 to Montag, and that is outside, 3-1. And Plath continuing to pick around the strike zone here against the bottom of the Bishop Garrigan order. Montag should get a great hitter's pitch. 3-1 count, bases loaded, 2 down, Bishop Garrigan leading 3-0. Plath delivers. Montag, ground ball, knocked down. And at shortstop, throwing to third base, and getting the out is Hagen. That ball deflected out of the hands of Plath that time in the pitching circle, right to the shortstop Hagen, who threw on to third and got the out. So Bishop Garrigan does put 3 runs on the scoreboard as we head now to the second inning on Hometown Radio. Bishop Garrigan 3 and North Iowa nothing.
Sports Boosters bringing you this broadcast on Hometown Home Country Radio.
Erpelding Boyd & Company CPAs, they're not just about taxes.
Grand Jeanette Jewelry and Merle Norman Cosmetics.
Goshi Custom Cabinets, they'll meet all your kitchen, countertop, and cabinet needs.
AK's Chrome Kitchen, friendly service, family environment.
Dr. Bill Stroman, giving you something to smile about.
Murphy Realty and Management, serving Algona and the surrounding communities.
Prism Wealth Advisors, your roadmap to financial freedom.
All bringing you this game on the radio.
Unlocking the power of your field data shouldn't be complicated. That's why you need the Ag Leader In Command display. In Command is an all-in-one display that connects your entire operation, every display, field, and row. Plus, instantly take maps with you anywhere on any device with AgFinity. See your field data like you've never seen before. It's simple, it's smart, and it's just what your farming operation is missing. Contact me, Nate Kitzinger, at Dietering Brothers in Bancroft, your local Ag Leader dealer, or visit agleader.com for more information.
Heading to the top of the second inning on Hometown Radio, KLGA, and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream. Ground ball past the circle into center field for a base hit. Emma Bingston swinging on the first pitch. And for the third time tonight, North Iowa has a base hit that just goes straight back up the middle. It'll be a runner on first base, nobody out. And now Becca Hoffman, the center fielder. 3-0 Bishop Garrigan as we play in the top of the second. Ella Schaaf pitching tonight for the Golden Bears as Bingston's at first base. Called strike. Hoffman did kind of a half square there to try to bunt, but immediately pulled it back, but took it over the inside corner for a strike. Hoffman hitting .205. Right-handed batter. Has a bright orange batting helmet. 1-0 count as that one is popped foul. Count is 0-2. Definitely stands out on the field, that's for sure. So Schaaf trying to work around that leadoff single by Bingston. Katie Wyckoff's on deck. Schaaf's 0-2 delivery. Ground ball towards shortstop. Capacious waits back for it, flips to second one. Peterson to first, and not in time to get Hoffman. So fielder's choice, Bingston retired at second base. Hoffman at first as that one goes 6-4 there. And it'll be 1 out, and Katie Wyckoff hitting. The first baseman Wyckoff batting .179 this season. Number 8 hitter in the lineup is Lily Beckman, the number 9 hitter, waits on deck. She's a right-handed batter hitting out of an open stance. First pitch swinging, one hopper to short. Capacious second one. Turning is Peterson. Double play. Garrigan got it that time. If at first you don't succeed, try it again. 6-4-3 on the double play. And that is a lightning-quick inning for Ella Schaaf. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Bishop Garrigan 3, North Iowa nothing on Hometown Radio, KLGA, and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
Tournament Sports on Hometown and Home Country Radio, brought to you by these boosters.
Mansky Farm Drainage, providing top-quality professional service to the area since 1969.
Trend Salon, your complete family hair salon. It's all about you.
Algona Manor Care Center, your home away from home with quality care.
Cellular Dimensions, your U.S. Cellular authorized agent in Algona.
Algona Dairy Queen, cool down with a treat from the summer blizzard menu.
Algona Hearing Center, better living through better hearing.
Billy Joe's, delicious flame-broiled burgers and steaks prepared to perfection.
All sponsors bringing you this tournament broadcast.
As we come back on Hometown Radio KLGA and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream, Bishop Garrigan leading North Iowa 3-0 as it'll be right back to the top of the order. Bishop Garrigan sending 9 batters to the plate in inning number 1. Olish, Dorning, and Capacious now as they'll face J.C. Plath. Well, Plath did not take very much time to warm up there, only a couple pitches, and said she's ready to go as that is a pop-up. Coming out as the catcher and misplaying it is Beechler. She tried to make a basket catch running out towards the circle, but got a glove on it and couldn't squeeze it. So Olish will be on first base. Second time tonight she's reached via the air, but setting the table for Bishop Garrigan. Dorning will bat. Joey Dorning 1 for 1 so far tonight. Dorning coming off a 2 for 4 performance with a couple RBI on Thursday night. That was during a Bishop Garrigan 11-1 win over Forest City as she pops up a bunch into foul territory, but the catcher Beechler can't get over to it, and the count is 0-1. We're listening to high school softball here on Hometown Radio KLGA and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream. As always, huge thank you to our video sponsors, Chemna Auto, as well as Algona Municipal Utilities, Algona State Farm Insurance agent Billy Offerman, and Hying Endeavors. As the count is 0-1 here on the Bishop Garrigan catcher. Digs back into the right-handed box. Infielders pinched in at the corners, first and third base. 0-1 pitch. A little bit off the plate. Count evens up at 1-1. Dorning not showing bunt that time after trying it on the first pitch. Outfield pretty much straight away. Beckman in left and Minders in right. Slightly towards the line, so decent gap in left and right center. As that is a ground ball third base side, and it'll eat up green sky and deflect into left field. Safe at second base is Olish. Safe at first is Dorning. That one was directly down the third base line, as Green Sky tried to take one shuffle over there and get in front, but ball deflected off the side of the glove and kicked away from her. So Bishop Garrigan will have a couple runners on base, and nobody out for Abby Capacious. Exact same situation as the first inning. Golden Bears will now have a courtesy runner. Alyssa Hoagland, the 8th grade outfielder, going to first base to courtesy run for Dorning. Capacious, first pitch swinging, ground ball towards shortstop, fielding at Hagen. She'll go to third base, and not in time! Hustling down there and making it safely is Olish. That ball was hit slowly. Hagen, instead of going for the double play, knowing Capacious' speed, just trying to get the lead runner at third. And not in time, so the bags are full of Golden Bears right now. It is Capacious at first base, Dorning at second, and Olish at third. So Capacious has reached twice tonight. Batting is Darius Goshi as she takes ball 1 up and away. So once again, the Golden Bears have the bases loaded. Second inning in a row. They got a few runs in the first inning, but did leave the bases loaded with 2 outs. But an opportunity to really pile on here in the second. 1-0 pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-0 the count. And Goshi in a prime hitting situation right now. Goshi 1 for 1 so far tonight. Singled her first at bat. That loaded the bases initially back in the first. The 2-0. And that is downstairs. 3 balls and no strikes on Goshi, so you'd have to think a take sign would be on here all the way. The bases loaded and nobody out. Bishop Garrigan trying to force Plath to come over the plate. 3-0 pitch. Goshi taking all the way, and that's a called strike. 3-1. Again, beautiful sunny night here at Bishop Garrigan High School. Good crowd. The bleachers are pretty packed. A lot of people standing along the outfield wall and having their folding chairs up as well. 3-1 pitch. Ground ball back to the circle. Knocked down by Plath. It kicks away. Her only plays to first, and she can't get the ball out of her glove, and Bishop Garrigan gets a run. Plath knocked that down initially as Goshi hit it right back through the middle, but had trouble picking it up and getting it out of the glove. So RBI for Goshi, and Bishop Garrigan leading it 4-0. Bases still loaded, and nobody out for Bishop Garrigan as Hannah Marin will bat. Hit into a fielder's choice her last time up. First pitch to Marin, popped in the air, foul territory first base side, giving it a look, reaching out and making the catch is Wyckoff, the first baseman. Barely had room for that one, but with her glove almost up against the fence, was able to pluck that out of the air, and Marin is retired on 1 pitch for out number 1. Again, we referenced earlier in the game, North Iowa's Achilles heel has definitely been defense this season. They've had a couple miscues this inning on plays that could have been made, but that one was a nice play at first. As that's a fly ball towards right center field, dropping in a hurry, racing over, reaching out and making the catch is Hoffman, tagging from third base, coming home to score, and touching home plate is Hoagland. Bishop Garrigan takes a 5-0 lead on a sacrifice fly to right center by Molly Peterson. Peterson again swinging at the first pitch, does her job and brings in another run for the Golden Bears. Moving up to third base was Abby Capacious. Staying at first base, Darius Goshi. 5-0 Bishop Garrigan, second inning. Golden Bears methodically producing runs so far, as first pitch swinging Ava Huff, fouling it back to the screen, 0-1. Well, we haven't seen the 3-run homer from Bishop Garrigan tonight or that 2-run double in the gap, but just ground balls in the infield, a few bloopers to the outfield, and a sacrifice fly to fairly deep right center for Molly Peterson. Golden Bears just pushing across 1 run at a time tonight. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Huff. Plath went up the ladder that time, and Huff went up to chase it as she's behind in the count, 0-2. Capacious at third base, Goshi at first. 2 down, 5-0 Bishop Garrigan. Plath's 0-2. Outside is heading up to second base and taking it uncontested is Goshi, as that'll put runners at second and third now. 1-2 count on Huff. Bartolo in the on-deck circle. Plath with the 1-2. Up and away for a ball, as that will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bishop Garrigan already with 2 runs in this inning. It was Darius Goshi with an infield single, as well as Molly Peterson with a sacrifice fly. 2-2 pitch, just a bit outside. Huff laying off it, and the count has run full at 3 balls and 2 strikes after Huff initially got down 0-2 in the count. Plath trying to buckle down here with 2 outs. The North Iowa right-hander motions and delivers. Fouled off over the first base dugout, and will do it again with a 3-2 count on Ava Huff. 3-0 Bishop Garrigan. Golden Bears so far with 5 hits tonight. Check that, 5-0 Bishop Garrigan on 5 hits tonight. 3-2 count. The pitch to Huff. Fouled off again to the screen. Next pitch of the at-bat will be pitch number 8 that Huff sees, as she has spoiled the last 2 strike pitches from Plath. Again, Bartolo is waiting on deck as Huff reached via a hit by pitch her first time up. 3-2 delivery. In the dirt, ball 4. Picked out by Beechler behind the plate, but that will load the bases after a tremendous at-bat from Ava Huff. Saw 8 pitches and found her way onto first base as Emmy Bartolo will now hit for the Golden Bears. Walked with the bases loaded her first time up, and she bats again if the bag's juiced. 2 outs. J.C. Plath delivers, and that one is down and away for a ball, 1-0 the count. Well, for the most part tonight, Plath has been missing down. She hasn't left a lot of hangers up in the strike zone or above the zone, but we've seen a lot of pitches in the dirt, a lot of pitches below the knees, and the Golden Bears have not been swinging at those tonight. Bartolo flies that one foul territory out of play to the right side, and the count is 1-1. Capacious is at third base, Goshi at second, Huff now at first for Bishop Garrigan, leading 5-0 in this first-round playoff game as we play in the bottom of the second inning. Winner of this one will play on July 6th, traveling to GTRA, who has a first-round bye in the playoffs. 1-1 pitch is down and in, and it's 2-1 on Bartolo. Montag, the number 9 hitter on deck. If Bartolo reaches here, it would be Bishop Garrigan sending 9 runners to the plate for the second inning in a row. 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. Ground ball towards the right side of the infield, moving over the second baseman, Bingston. Throws to first base, and she's in time to get the hustling Bartolo for out number 3. Bishop Garrigan adds 2 as we go to the third. 5-0 Golden Bears on Hometown Radio, KLGA.
North Iowa Lumber and Design is committed to providing quality, name-brand goods at the lowest possible initial cost. They feature Design House, KitchenAid, Traeger, Milwaukee, and Bona brand products. Looking to build a new home? Let North Iowa Lumber and Design Inc. help with their custom home design services. They also can custom match to get the perfect paint color for any part of your home. North Iowa Lumber and Design Inc. More than just a hardware store.
More Sports Booster members making these broadcasts possible on Hometown Home Country Radio.
PMC Advantage Insurance Services, insuring our neighbors for over 80 years.
Erpelding Excavating Enterprises. Let them take care of your grading, excavating, and drainage needs.
Hy-Vee, use the Fuel Saver card. Fill your cart, fuel your car.
Farmers State Bank, proud to be part of our community for over 125 years with offices in Algona, Whittemore, and West Bend.
Feed Mill Coffee Company, where community connects.
Lusher Family Dentistry, serving your family since 1965 on Call Street in Algona.
Algona Livestock, sales every Monday.
Sports Boosters bringing you this game.
Third inning as North Iowa gets set to bat. Bishop Garrigan leading North Iowa by a score of 5-0 here on Hometown Radio and on the Algona Radio YouTube stream. First pitch of the inning from Schaaf is over the low inside part of the plate for a strike. As right now it's left fielder Lily Beckman. Number 9 hitter for North Iowa. As hitters 1 and 2, Ava Minders and J.C. Plath will be also due up this inning. Marin playing shallow at third base. Montag as well at first. As Beckman fouls it back to the screen for a strike. And the count quickly 0-2. Beckman, the freshman, batting .298. Really serving as the second leadoff hitter, if you will, for North Iowa. Want someone who can handle the bat at least a little bit in that number 9 spot. As the 0-2 count is down and in for a ball, 1-2. Bishop Garrigan, they've won 3 of their last 4. Trying to advance to the second round of the playoffs, just as they did last season. 1-2 count. The pitch from Schaaf. That is a line drive towards left center, and that is down for a base hit. Goshi gets over to cut it off and returns the ball to the infield, but Beckman is at first base with a single. Second straight inning that North Iowa has delivered a leadoff single, and it'll be back to the top of the order for Ava Minders, who is a strikeout victim her first time up. Well, the Bison, they're not swinging the bat bad so far. That's 4 hits against Bishop Garrigan the first time through the lineup. But a double play erased their chances in the second inning, as there's a swing and a miss. Dorning looks towards first base, but Beckman gets back in there. Now, Beckman is definitely a threat to steal. She has swiped 27 bags in 28 attempts this season. That is number 2 in the conference behind Abby Capacious, who has 41 steals this year. 0-1 pitch. Called strike. Stealing second is Beckman. Throw down. Tag. Out at second base. What a throw by Dorning as Capacious slaps the tag on, and that is out number 1 of the inning. So 1 out, nobody on base, and just the second time this season Beckman has been caught stealing, as she is now 27 out of 29. So Minders now faces a 1-1 count. Schaaf delivers to the North Iowa left-hander. And she finds the outside part of the zone. Count 1-2. North Iowa stranded 2 runners on base in the first. They had runners at second and third with 2 outs, couldn't bring any in. Hit into a double play in the second, now making an out on the base paths in the third, as that is a ground ball slapped to the third base side foul. 1-2 count. Schaaf has been part of a big improvement for herself individually, as well just for Bishop Garrigan as a whole, between her and Darius Goshi. Golden Bears this season had a few pitching issues in their first games. They gave up at least 10 runs in 5 of their first 7 games. As the 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. The bottom dropped out of that pitch, and Minders was fooled for her second K of the night. 2 outs, nobody on base, and J.C. Plath getting set to bat. Plath 1 for 1 tonight, singled back in the first. But after giving up 10 runs in 5 of Bishop Garrigan's first 7 games, they've only given up 10 or more in 3 of their 19 games since then, as Schaaf and Goshi have both really pitched a lot better here in the last 2/3 of the season. 1-0 count right now on Plath. 2 outs, nobody on base for North Iowa. Bishop Garrigan up 5-0 right now. Schaaf with the 1-0. Ground ball back through the circle into center for a base hit. And once again, North Iowa just shooting a ground ball or line drive right back up the middle, and it results in another base hit. Well, maybe Bishop Garrigan might want to start considering using one of those extreme shifts you see in Major League Baseball where you have 3 infielders on one side and you have the shortstop playing directly behind second, because directly behind second base is pretty much where 4 out of 5 North Iowa hits have gone so far tonight. The only hit that wasn't directly to the center of the field was Beckman lining one to left center. Ground ball, slowly hit. Marin cuts in front of Capacious, throws to first, and it is in time for out number 3. Good decision by Hannah Marin as Ashlyn Beechler is retired on the first pitch, and North Iowa is done in the third. Bottom half of the third, Bishop Garrigan 5, North Iowa nothing on Hometown Radio, KLGA.
More Sports Booster members making these broadcasts possible on Hometown Home Country Radio.
PMC Advantage Insurance Services, insuring our neighbors for over 80 years.
Erpelding Excavating Enterprises. Let them take care of your grading, excavating, and drainage needs.
Hy-Vee, use the Fuel Saver card. Fill your card, fuel your car.
Farmers State Bank, proud to be part of our community for over 125 years with offices in Algona, Whittemore, and West Bend.
Feed Mill Coffee Company, where community connects.
Lusher Family Dentistry, serving your family since 1965 on Call Street in Algona.
Algona Livestock, sales every Monday.
Sports Boosters bringing you this game.
Some days are amazing. Today isn't one of them. Lose your debit card and it's on a shopping spree without you? No worries. Just turn it off with the Brella app. This is Sherry Benkin at Security State Bank. The Brella mobile app helps you monitor your debit card by receiving alerts when your card is used. Get real-time fraud alerts. Check your account balance and find nearby ATMs. Ask us about the Brella app at Security State Bank in Algona, Burt, and Laverne. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Security State Bank.
Nine, 1, and 2 in the Bishop Garrigan batting order as we head to the bottom of the third inning on Hometown Radio, KLGA, and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream. Zoe Montag getting set to hit as she hit into a fielder's choice in the first inning, and Montag takes down and in for ball 1 from J.C. Plath. Well, Bishop Garrigan, they have a 5-0 lead, but it really could be more. Golden Bears left the bases loaded in both the first and second innings so far tonight, as Plath delivers up and over the head of Montag as she ducks out of the way, and the count is 2-0. Montag leads Bishop Garrigan this season of 18 walks, and is also really high up on the leaderboard as far as the top of Iowa West is concerned. She also has struck out 34 times, so someone who worked deep into that bats, who get a lot of walks, a lot of strikeouts, and right now 3-0 on Montag. Nobody on base as we start off the third inning. Olish and Dorning due up next. 3-0 pitch. And that one will find the zone for a strike. 3-1 from Plath. Bishop Garrigan has recorded 5 base hits tonight. North Iowa has made 3 errors in this one so far, and Plath has also walked 2 as well as hitting a batter. The 3-1 pitch, and Montag swings and misses at that one. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Plath took a little bit off that one and kept it on the outside part of the plate. And Montag couldn't quite reach it. So Plath trying to battle back. Full count to Montag. And the delivery. Up and in for a ball as Montag leans back from it. And she will work a walk here to start off the third inning, her 19th of the season. So Montag to first. And Sasha Olish batting. Olish has reached both times, inducing errors from the North Iowa defense. Infields will play at the corners here. Green Sky shallow at third, as well as Wyckoff at first base. Trying to protect against a possible bunt. Squaring around is Olish. Pulls the bat back. Pitch bounces low and outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Again, you're listening to high school softball here on Hometown Radio and watching it on the YouTube live stream. Big thank you to all our sponsors. You can see them up in the corner. Chemna Auto Center, as well as Algona Municipal Utilities, Algona State Farm Insurance agent Billy Offerman, and Hying Endeavors. 1-0 count. Plath delivers. Ground ball in between shortstop and third base, and that is a base hit. Moving up to second base, and getting there is Montag, so Olish has reached all 3 times tonight. And that one crossed up the shortstop Hagan. She was actually moving towards second base on that one. Had to try to slam on the brakes and get back to that ball, but that was just perfectly in the hole that time from Olish. So once again, Golden Bears knocking on the door. Chance for a big inning. First and second, nobody out. As we head to the middle of the order, catcher Joey Dorning will take that pitch downstairs for a ball. 1-0 the count. We mentioned this last inning, but again, there have been a lot of balls in the dirt tonight, a lot of balls down low. Beechler is getting a workout behind home plate. Dorning has singled and reached on the air tonight. On base both times. As she'll swing and miss at that one. Count evens at 1-1. Maybe chased one a little low and out of the zone. Capacious on deck, Goshi in the hole. Bishop Garrigan leading 5-0, bottom half of the third inning. Again, winner of this game will play on July 6th at GTRA. 1-1 pitch. Upstairs about eye level to Dorning. 2 balls and 1 strike on the Bishop Garrigan catcher. At second base right now, it's Montag. Olish at first. Corner infield playing slightly in front of the bag. Not quite as shallow as they were for Olish. 2-1 pitch. Line shot into left center for a base hit. Rounding third base is Montag. Ball goes all the way to the fence. Montag to the plate, and getting the stop sign at third base is Olish. That is a double in the left center field gap for Joey Dorning, and that makes it 6-0 Bishop Garrigan. Dorning absolutely turned on that one. That one was barely high enough to get over the top of shortstop, but once it did, it rolled all the way to that 195 sign in left center field. And Dorning has a run driven in. And now it's middle of the batting order for Bishop Garrigan with Abby Capacious, number 3 hitter. Batting in another great RBI situation of runners at second and third. As Dorning's at second, Olish at third. Capacious takes that one for a called strike, 0-1 the count. That will be double number 3 of the season for Joey Dorning, as she's now driven in 10 runs. 6-0 Bishop Garrigan, third inning. Plaff delivers the 0-1, and it drifts outside to Capacious, evening up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield very, very deep for Capacious. Left fielder Beckman almost has her back up against the fence and left. As we mentioned, Capacious has hit 5 home runs this season. 5 out of the 6 for Bishop Garrigan, and she hits a hard ground ball past third, but just foul. Inches foul that time for Capacious. Just a little bit to the foul side of the third base bag, and she'll be behind in the count here, 1-2. The home run total's a little bit down for Capacious this year compared to last year, but pitchers have been a lot more careful around Capacious than they were last season. A lot less opportunities to try to pull one and drive it out of the park. 1-2 count as the pitch is up and away for a ball, evening it at 2-2. Olish at third, Dorning at second. Nobody out as Bishop Garrigan has 1 run in during this third inning. 2-2 on Capacious. Plaff delivers. That one is a fly ball towards right field. Racing it is Minders, and she'll let it drop in front of her. Coming in to score is Olish, and scampering up to third base and getting there safely is Dorning. A bloop single to right by Abby Capacious. That will do the job and drive in a run as Bishop Garrigan now leads 7-0 over North Iowa here in the third inning. So nothing spectacular for Bishop Garrigan, but they are just keeping the train moving, base hit after base hit. As they say, that'll look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow for Capacious. As Darius Goshi bats, 2 for 2. Swings the first pitch and fouls it off to the right of home plate for a strike. 1 RBI tonight for Goshi. Well, Capacious 3 for 3 tonight. She was 2 for 2 last night. Or make that in Bishop Garrigan's most recent game, as that is a little pop-up towards second base. Stepping back and making the catch is Bingston, just on the edge of the outfield grass. Everyone stays put, as that is out number 1 of the inning. So Hannah Marin will bat. 0 for 2 tonight, still looking for her first hit. Hit into a fielder's choice to third base, her first time up. And also popped out to first as well. Runners at the corners. Capacious at first, Dorning at third. 1 down. And Marin will swing at the first pitch. And she barely tipped that one as the count is 0-1 as she fouls it off. Bishop Garrigan leading North Iowa 7-0. Golden Bears did leave the bases loaded in both the first and second innings, scoring 3 in the first and 2 in the second. 6 runners left on tonight for Bishop Garrigan. 0-1 pitch, high fly ball left field, racing in Beckman, dealing with the sun, makes a running grab, and that is too shallow for Dorning to tag up at third base. So now after runners were at first and third, if nobody out, a couple pop-outs for Bishop Garrigan, and Molly Peterson will bat, as Peterson hit a sacrifice fly her last time up. 7-0 Golden Bears, runners at the corners. Plaff trying to keep it to 1 this inning. Or check that, keep it to 2 this inning as the pitch is up and in for a ball. Capacious jogs down to second base, and she will take it uncontested here. So now Capacious at second, Dorning at third. 1-0 to Peterson. Swings and misses at that one. That pitch at the bottom part of the zone. And it's 1-1 here on Peterson of 2 outs. Ava Huff due up next for Bishop Garrigan. Peterson is the 7th Golden Bear to bat this inning. And she'll swing and miss at that one. Bottom dropped out of that pitch, down and away. And the count is now 1-2 on the Bishop Garrigan right-handed hitting second baseman. Plath back onto the rubber. Here comes the sophomore's 1-2 pitch. Peterson a soft line drive over the head of the shortstop. Hagen into left for a base hit. 1 run scores. Capacious trying to score as well. She comes to the plate and she's safe. Peterson advancing to second. Slides underneath the tag and she's safe. Molly Peterson bloops one into left and she drives in 2 runs with 2 outs to make it 9-0 Bishop Garrigan. Well, the Golden Bears haven't had a whole lot of 2-out hitting so far tonight, but Peterson gives them exactly what they needed. And that one maybe inches above the glove of the shortstop Hagen, but couldn't quite reach it. And Peterson now at second. Ava Huff swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. So 4 runs in this inning for the Golden Bears, leading 9-0 over North Iowa. Peterson hit by a pitch and also a walk so far tonight. Pops that one foul straight back as that is towards the bleachers, and the count now 0-2 on the Bishop Garrigan designated player. Huff got down on the count 0-2 her last at bat. Actually came back to force a walk. She ended up seeing 8 pitches during that at bat. 0-2 count right now. Huff choked up on the bat. 0-2 pitch. And that is just a little bit outside for a ball, 1-2. That's a good 2-strike temptation pitch to see if you can get Huff to expand a little bit, but she did not. Plath is ready. Here's the 1-2. Up and away this time. 2-2 count. Bartolo's on deck. Huff, the 8th player to bat this inning for Bishop Garrigan. Golden Bears sending 9 to the plate in the first, 8 to the plate in the second, and now 8 so far in the third. 2-2 pitch. Outside for ball 3, and for the second plate appearance in a row, Huff got down 0-2 and has worked it to 3-2. 2 outs, runner at second base is Peterson. 9-0 Bishop Garrigan. Plath lets the 3-2 rip. Called strike 3 over the inside corner. An emphatic called third strike as Plath has her first K of the night. Huff is retired and so are the Golden Bears, but Bishop Garrigan puts 4 on the scoreboard. They lead it 9-0 as we head to the 4th on Hometown Radio KLGA.
High school sports on Hometown Home Country Radio. Brought to you by these sports boosters.
Style Salon, create yourself.
Signworks Inc. Your ideas, their creativity.
Water Connection, call 515-295-SOFT.
Redding Gravel and Excavating, serving Algona and the surrounding area since 1948.
Steyr Ag Aviation, aerial and ground application agronomy services.
Algona Frame and Auto Body. We meet by accident.
JDR Seed of Wesley.
State Line Cooperative, real people, real pride.
Good Samaritan Society, senior housing and services rooted in God's love.
All sponsors of this broadcast. Tournament Sports brought to you by these sports boosters.
Algona Feed Store, 525 South Phillip Street in Algona.
Bill's Auto and Truck Repair. Service is the difference.
Cook Scrap Iron and Metal at 900 East McGregor Street in Algona.
Miller's Sports and Service, your local Kawasaki, Kimco, and ATV dealer, along with Aluma Trailers.
Wine and Spirit Shop of Algona and 3 Doors Down Liquor in Whittemore. Witty Pop Gourmet Popcorn is now available.
Smithfield Foods of Algona.
Fairway Meat and Grocery of Algona. Everything's easier, fresher, and faster with your Algona Fairway.
Top of the 4th inning as Bishop Garrigan right now cruising over North Iowa by a score of 9-0. And another first pitch swing and another line drive into left field for a base hit. Not even time to introduce the batter as Eden Greensky picked out that first pitch from Ella Schaaf and lined it into left field for a single. Well, North Iowa tonight, it hasn't been a lack of getting base hits. It's been a lack of producing of runners in scoring position so far in this game, as that is hit number 6 of the night for the Bison. 4 of those 6 were just either ground balls or line drives straight back for the middle. That one, a line drive towards left field, as taking a called strike 1 is Sophia Hagen. So Greensky at first base is now 2 for 2. Hagen 0 for 1 as she was a strikeout victim her first time up. Ella Schaaf has pitched scoreless ball so far, leading 9-0, as that one is fouled. 0-2 count here on Hagen. Schaaf pitched each of the first 2 games of the season against North Iowa for the Golden Bears, as Schaaf pitched a combined 9 innings in those games. Only gave up 4 hits combined between the 2 outings, so she's already given up more hits tonight than she did in either of those games, but has worked around them and kept North Iowa off the board. Dorning blocks a pitch in the dirt. Staying put at first base right now is Hagen, as the count is 1-2. For the amount of base hits that North Iowa's had, they have not had a whole lot of activity on the base paths. Only 1 stolen base attempt tonight, and that ended with Dorning throwing out Lily Beckman at second base. 1-2 pitch, ground ball first base side. Montag will go to second base, fielded by Capacious for the out, returns to first, and safe at first base. Beating that one out is Hagen on a bang play. So it'll be a fielder's choice. Green Sky at second base is retired, and Hagen now on to first. Emma Ringston will bat. Singled her first time up as she is 1 for 1. Bingston came into tonight batting 185 as she fouls that one back to the screen. Was right on that one, but a little bit underneath it as the count is 0-1. Hagen at first base. 1 down for North Iowa. You almost wonder if on that last ground ball to first base, Montag might have been able to tag first and get the out at second anyways, because she was really only a step off of the bag when she fielded that one. For sure wanted to get the lead runner, but possibly could have been a double play. Throw back down to first base. Safe over there, though, is Hagen. Garrigan nearly had the double play anyways, but certainly could have been a chance if Montag had gone to first base initially. 0-2 count. A pitch to Bingston. Dribbled at the plate, foul, and we will do it again with an 0-2 count on the North Iowa second baseman. Becca Hoffman waits on deck. Bishop Garrigan leading at 9-0 as we play in the 4th. Schaaf looks at the wristband and delivers the 0-2. That one is outside as Dorning has to slide over to the right to make the play, and the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bishop Garrigan so far in this one, 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third. 1-2 pitch. Down and in for a ball, and that'll leave up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. North Iowa not without opportunities tonight. They put runners at second and third back in the first inning, but they were stranded on a strikeout by Hagen. North Iowa got their leadoff base runner on first in the second inning, but the next batter hit into a double play. 2-2 pitch. That one fisted towards first base, foul. We'll do it again at 2-2. Then in the third inning, North Iowa again got their leadoff runner on, but that was Beckman getting caught stealing, and then a 2-out single by J.C. Plath didn't amount to any runs, so North Iowa's been off the scoreboard. 2-2 count, ground ball third base side, and we'll do it again with a 2-2 count. Bingston spoiling a couple pitches here from Schaaf. Schaaf has recorded 3 Ks so far in this ball game. Has not walked any hitters. At first base is Hagen. 1 out, 4th inning. Schaaf's 2-2. Fouled directly back to the screen. And Bingston having a great at-bat here. 3 consecutive 2-strike fouls. Staying alive. As this will be pitch number 8 of the at-bat, if my count is correct here. 2-2 pitch. Outside for ball 3. Stealing second is Hagen. Throw down is off the mark to the right. Backed up by Peterson as that one was way over to the right side of second base. Got past Capacious, but Peterson behind it to back it up. So Hagen will steal second. The first stolen base of the night. As Hagen is now 6 for 6 this season. 3-2 count on Bingston. Pops it high in the air. Third base side foul territory. Dorning gets underneath it and puts it away for out number 2. So runner still at second, 2 down, and Becca Hoffman will be the hitter. Grounded into a fielder's choice to the shortstop, her first time up. And North Iowa in danger of letting an opportunity go by the wayside here in the 4th. Not a lot of huge opportunities for the Bison necessarily, but some small scoring opportunities throughout the night as that pitch goes inside for ball 1. 1-0 to Hoffman. Katie Wyckoff, the number 8 hitter in the batting order, is in the on-deck circle for the Bison. Bishop Garrigan leading North Iowa 9-0 here in the 4th inning. 1-0 pitch, right over the plate from Schaaf. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Bishop Garrigan looking for their 11th straight win over the Bison. They beat North Iowa by a combined score of 24-2 in the first 2 games these seasons. As the pitch is bounced, it goes back to the backstop, and moving up to third is Hagen. Dorning has stopped a few in the dirt tonight, but that one took an odd bounce on her and got back to the screen. So runner now at third base is Hagen. 2 down. Hoffman the hitter. Schaaf's delivery. That one is up high, and the count will run to 3-1. Again, Wyckoff is waiting on deck. Hoffman getting ahead here against Schaaf, who has not walked a batter yet tonight. Here's the 3-1. And that is a little bit outside for ball 4. Schaaf tried the corner and missed, so that will be her first walk. And the Bison will have runners at first and third base for Katie Wyckoff. Wyckoff bounced into a 6-4-3 double play to end the 2nd inning. That was her only plate appearance of the game so far. Lily Beckman, the number 9 hitters, on deck. Schaaf comes in there with a strike. Runner moving up to second base and getting there safely is Hoffman. Dorning pump faked on the throw, but nothing doing at third base by Hagen as she stays there. So now runners at second and third. Force play is off the table at second here with 2 outs. Schaaf's 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. That ball ran down and in on Wyckoff, and she is behind in the count, 0-2. North Iowa has stranded 3 runners on base through the first 3 innings. Schaaf trying to strand a couple here in the 4th. Schaaf is ready. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back to the screen. Staying alive at 0-2 is Wyckoff. It's 9-0 in favor of Bishop Garrigan. You're listening to high school softball here on Hometown Radio, KLGA Algona. We've also got the YouTube stream up as well. Schaaf's ready with the 0-2 again, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Schaaf went downstairs, and Wyckoff went fishing for it, as that is Schaaf's 4th strikeout of the night. We will go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Bishop Garrigan 9 and North Iowa nothing. We'll be back for more next after this PSA on Hometown Radio.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands. Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
At Iowa State Bank, many of their employees use the skills they learned as student athletes to help their customers succeed. That's why they provide recognition for special accomplishments, like playing in the state tournament as the proud sponsor of state tournament t-shirts. Last year, they proudly sponsored t-shirts for the Algona Bulldogs and the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears as they made several state tournament appearances. Good luck to our student athletes as they compete on the field and in the classroom. From Iowa State Bank, helping students succeed. Member FDIC.
As we come back here in the 4th inning, Bishop Garrigan leading North Iowa 9-0, and Emmy Bartolo bunts the first pitch of the inning foul down the third base line for strike 1. J.C. Plath going back to work for the Bison, as she has allowed 9 runs so far tonight, just 5 of them earned. North Iowa has made unofficially 3 errors in this game by my scorebook. Up and away, 1-1 the count. The Tyler Lance scorebook is always unofficial for those who may be wondering. It's Bartolo, Montag, and Olish this inning for Bishop Garrigan. Bottom half of the 4th. 1-1 right now on Bartolo, as she will foul that one back to the screen, and the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, Bishop Garrigan sent 9 batters to the plate in the first, 8 each in the second and third, as the Golden Bears have scored 3, 2, and 4 runs in the first, second, and third innings, respectively. They have stranded 7 runners on base tonight, have missed a couple scoring opportunities, but you can't complain about a 9-0 lead if you're Bishop Garrigan. As Plath misses up and away for a ball, count is even at 2-2. Bartolo has walked tonight. She's grounded out to second. 2-2 pitch. And that is flied in the air towards right center field, and that is down for a base hit. Fielding it on one hop is Minders as she returns it to the infield. And Bartolo dumps that one into right center to start off the inning with a base runner for Bishop Garrigan. Well, Golden Bears have had their leadoff runner on every single inning so far tonight, and this inning not an exception as Zoe Montag now bats. Montag has walked and hit into a fielder's choice. Montag right now with a team-leading 19 walks, as that walk came in her most recent plate appearance. Bartolo at first. Nobody out as Montag tries to bunt, puts it into play, out of the circle, and throwing to first base for the out is Plath. Moving up to second base is Bartolo. So Montag does her job on the sacrifice. That one goes 1-3. And it'll be one out and back to the top of the order for Sasha Alish. Alish has reached on a couple of errors. She's singled. And she's scored 3 runs tonight. She has ended up scoring every time she's been on base. One out, runner at second. Plath's pitch. Flied in the air, shallow left field. Heading out is the shortstop Hagen, and she'll make the catch on the edge of the dirt, moving over towards third base. And that is quickly out number 2 of the inning. So North Iowa has a chance to hold Bishop Garrigan off the scoreboard here in the 4th. 2 down, runner at second base. Joey Dorning, the batter. Dorning has singled, doubled, and reached on an error. 1 RBI tonight for the Bishop Garrigan catcher. Plath delivers on the outside part of the zone for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1 on the Bishop Garrigan Jr. 4th inning, 2 outs. Runner at second as Bishop Garrigan leads at 9-0 over North Iowa. The wind and the 0-1 pitch. That one is flying towards shallow right field. Minders coming in, gets underneath it and puts it away, as that is out number 3 of the inning. So Bishop Garrigan is held off the scoreboard here in the 4th. We'll head to inning number 5. Golden Bears 9, Bison nothing on Hometown Radio, KLGA.
High school tournament sports brought to you by these sports boosters.
Capacious Brothers Pioneer Seed.
Sportsman's Corner, Can-Am and Honda, side-by-sides, ATVs, and motorcycles.
Modern Tops and Solutions. Plan your countertop remodel or new home build at their showroom.
Schindler Lawn Care and Landscaping. Peyton Schindler, 515-320-3840.
Lichter's Garage Opener Service and Appliance Repair. Call them at 515-295-5988.
Nutrient Ag Solutions of Irvington and Laverne. For all your crop input needs.
Advanced Drainage Systems, solving modern water challenges. Mike Arndorfer.
All bringing you this game on the radio.
Living in Iowa sure means we rely on our furnaces and air conditioners to keep us comfortable all year round. And that's why Algona Plumbing and Heating is proud to be your local trusted Armstrong dealer. They're committed to bringing you the highest quality products in heating and cooling, and it doesn't get any better than Armstrong furnaces and air conditioners. For all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, give them a call at 295-5240 or stop by their Dodge Street location. Live comfortably with Algona Plumbing and Heating.
Bishop Garrigan rolling in the first round as the Golden Bears lead North Iowa by a score of 9-0 heading into the 5th inning. Tyler Lance with you here this evening on Hometown Radio KLGA. North Iowa did just put a 0 up on the scoreboard in the 4th, and now they will try to add a run here in the 5th of their own. This inning for the Bison, they'll head through number 9, 1, and 2 in the batting order as Beckman showed bunt but pulled it back for ball 1. Marin came charging in from third base for Bishop Garrigan. She was about 3/4 of the way down the line as Beckman pulled that bunt back. Beckman is 1 for 1 tonight with a single. Schaaf delivers a little bit up and in, and the count is 2-0. Well, Schaaf has been efficient so far tonight. She has scattered 6 base hits for the Bison, but she has struck out 4 compared to only 1 walk. Has been throwing a lot of strikes. Many of the hits have actually come on the first pitch for the Bison, as there is a swing and a miss, count 2-1. Schaaf getting some good movement on that inside pitch. After Beckman, it's going to be Minders and Plath this inning for North Iowa. Schaaf is ready. The 2-1 offering. Swing and a miss. She went up and away that time and had Beckman tied up on the swing. Count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beckman, the right-handed hitting freshman, steps back in. Schaaf on the rubber. Delivers the 2-2. Popped high in the air, first base side. Looks like it'll stay in play. Dorning racing over, reaches up and can't quite make the catch, as she's frustrated after that one. did not have time to settle underneath that one, had to try to catch it on the run, and went a little bit too far to the right, had to reach back to her left a little bit to try to make the play. That's a tough one for the catcher. That's one where you might want to see the first baseman try to get over there and try to take it, but Dorning was the only one who got to the ball in time, and she had to make the play on that. So 2-2 on Beckman. A dribbler foul towards the right side, and the count will stay even at 2-2. Again, you're listening to high school softball, first round of the playoffs, Class 1A, Region 2 here. Winner of tonight's game will face GTRA coming up on July 6th. As of right now, the Golden Bears rolling 9-0. 2-2 pitch, popped high in the air as that one will get back and out of play. And Beckman continues to fight off a few two-strike pitches. 4 strikeouts so far for Schaaf. She's had a lot of two-strike counts where the Bison have been able to foul off a few pitches and have been difficult to put away. North Iowa is actually a pretty difficult team to strike out. The 2-2 delivery. Called strike 3 over the outside corner right as I say that. That is strikeout number 5 of the night for Ella Schaaf. Well, North Iowa coming into tonight, it struck out the second least times in the conference. The only team who strikes out less than North Iowa is actually North Union. As it's back to the top of the order for Ava Minders. She has 2 of the 5 Ks so far tonight, striking out both times up as she takes ball 1 in the dirt, down and away. 1 out, nobody on base as we play in the top of the 5th from Bishop Garrigan High School. Warm night here on the first night of July, getting the 4th of July weekend kicked off with some softball action. Of course, we'll have baseball tomorrow night. 1-0 pitch is way upstairs for a ball. Count is 2-0. We have a little double dip coming to you here on KLGA. At 5 o'clock, we'll have North Union against GTRA in baseball. Then coming up after the North Union GTRA game, we'll have Bishop Garrigan against Hartley Melvin Sanborn. 2-0 pitch, dribbled foul, third base side, count 2-1. And, of course, we'll have the video streaming for you as well here on the YouTube page. And if that's not enough, we've got baseball on KLGZ 98.5 FM and AM 1600 as we're sending Brian Wilson down to Fort Dodge to cover St. Edmund against West Bend Mallard. So you've got 3 baseball games to choose from tomorrow. 2-1 pitch. Check swing, and that is a little bit upstairs by Minders. She did not chase it, and the count goes to 3-1. J.C. Plath is on deck. Ashlyn Beechler in the hole for North Iowa. 3-1 count from Schaaf. The wind down the pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. Count full at 3-2. Corner infield. Prior to that pitch was creeping shallow. We'll back up here. Marin playing very close to the third base line at third for Bishop Garrigan. 3-2 count. Schaaf checks the wristband and delivers the full count pitch. And that is down and away for ball 4. So second walk of the night issued by Schaaf. And Minders will reach for the first time tonight. North Iowa has a 1-out base runner. Bison have put at least 1 runner on base every inning so far, but Schaaf has continued to preserve the shutout. J.C. Plath has given Schaaf some issues tonight, though, as Plath is 2 for 2. The pitch to Plath, and that is outside for a ball. With these 2 hits tonight, Plath now has 6 hits in her last 10 at-bats as she faces a 1-0 count. Top of the 5th inning, Bishop Garrigan leading North Iowa 9-0. 1-0 pitch. That one is downstairs, and the count goes to 2-0 from Schaaf. Schaaf mostly worked ahead early in the game tonight, but has fallen behind a couple batters this inning. Got behind Minders early in the count, and now 2-0 on Plath. Schaaf takes a look at the wristband. 2-0 pitch. And that is over the inside corner for a strike, 2-1. 1 out, runner at first base. That's Minders, 9-0 Bishop Garrigan. Golden Bears have turned 1 double play tonight. They had a near miss on an attempt for a second double play. Montag is playing in front of the base runner at first. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Schaaf took some off that one and came up and in. And Plath now faces an even 2-2 count here against Schaaf. Schaaf will dust herself off and step back onto the rubber. 2-2 delivery in the dirt. Skips right it up into the chest pad of Dorning that time as she keeps it in front. And the count goes to 3-2. Beechler's on deck for North Iowa. Full count to Plath. Minders at first. 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3 over the outside corner. Second strikeout looking of the inning delivered by Schaaf, and it'll be 2 down, runners still at first. Beechler will bat, the number 3 hitter, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Came into tonight's game hitting .417, as she'll look to keep something going here of 2 outs. And she lines that one towards right field, but pushed it a little bit foul. Count 0-1. Green Skies on deck for North Iowa. Bishop Garrigan leads at 9-0 here in the third matchup of the season between these two teams. First one came back on June 6th, a 12-2 win for Bishop Garrigan. Most recent one was on Monday of this week, a 12-0 win in 3 innings for the Golden Bears. Schaaf's 0-1. Ground ball towards shortstop. Capacious drops it, tries to pick it back up, tags second with the glove, and she got the bag. Heads up play by Capacious just to reach down and get Minders at second on a close play. Beechler retired on the fielder's choice as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Bishop Garrigan 9 and North Iowa 0.
Sometimes I worry.
Sometimes I'm scared.
Sometimes I'm overwhelmed.
Sometimes I cry.
And that's okay, because sometimes is not all the time.
It will be okay. You got this.
You got this.
You got this.
A big bank can deliver the products you need and the convenience you expect. A small bank can make you feel like family. At Fidelity Bank and Trust, we don't think you should have to choose. Your hometown bankers have roots here. We understand the community and why you want to live here, because we live here too. We're big enough to deliver, yet small enough to care. Fidelity Bank and Trust, your hometown bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your hometown Fidelity Bank and Trust, located in Bancroft, Iowa.
Bottom of the 5th inning, you're listening to high school postseason softball on hometown radio KLGA. Bishop Garrigan leading North Iowa by a score of 9-0 as Abby Capacious, Darius Goshi, and Hannah Marin will bat this inning. Now, we will note, if Bishop Garrigan scores this inning, the game will be over due to the run rule. They do lead at 9-0 as we play in the 5th. J.C. Plath back to work for North Iowa as Capacious hits a hard ground ball to third base, stabbing it on one hop as Green Sky. Throw to first is in time to get Capacious. Abby Capacious retired on the first pitch. That was a one-hop bullet to third, and I'm not sure Green Sky caught that ball as much as the ball caught her, but she stayed with it, made the play cleanly, and got the speeding Capacious at first base. So out number 1 for Bishop Garrigan. Darius Goshi will bat, as Goshi has singled twice tonight. She's driven in a run, 2 for 3. Down and away for a ball. That is 1-0 on Goshi. Marin due up next. Bishop Garrigan tonight, 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third. They were held off the scoreboard in the 4th. Inside to Goshi, backs her up a little bit. Count 2-0 on the Bishop Garrigan center fielder. Well, barring a huge rally tonight by North Iowa, I would imagine we'll see a little bit of Goshi throughout the postseason as well for Bishop Garrigan pitching-wise. Schaaf has done very well so far tonight. Goshi flies it to right field, reaching up and unable to make the catch in right is Minders. Ball bangs off the wall as Goshi heads to second base, and she is in there for double. Minders was already playing deep, took a couple steps back, but didn't quite get deep enough. That ball actually hit the right field fence on the fly as that carried very well. The wind is absolutely dead here tonight, almost no breeze to speak of, and in the humidity, ball just carried well to right, and Goshi goes the opposite way for a one-out double, so that is the game-ending run at second base, potentially for Bishop Garrigan, as the pinch runner here is going to be Violet Bodie going to second. So Goshi does her job. She hits a double. That is Goshi's 13th double of the season, which is second in the top of Iowa West, trailing only her teammate Abby Capacious, who has hit 14 doubles this season. Hannah Marin 0 for 3 tonight. Flies that one to right field, but that is curving foul as it heads out of play. 0-1 count. Peterson on deck for the Golden Bears. Marin batting. Marin looking to reach base tonight as she did reach on a fielder's choice back in the first, but has not yet recorded a base hit. 0-1 count. Bodie at second base. Plaff's delivery is well outside for a ball, and the count evens up at 1-1. 10 hits tonight so far for Bishop Garrigan. North Iowa has committed 3 errors. As we mentioned, Plaff has been responsible for all runs so far tonight, 9 of them, but only 5 earned, as that is popped in the air towards left field. Coming in is Beckman, and she can't get to it, and the ball goes past her. Heading to third base is Bodie, and she will stop there. Bodie had to freeze at second base because Beckman got to that ball, but just could not make the play, charging in from left. So now runners at the corners, Mirren at first base. Bodie is now at third, and the batter will be Molly Peterson with a chance to end it here for Bishop Garrigan. Golden Bears up 9-0. Playing in the bottom of the 5th, trying to earn a date with GTRA on July 6th. The delivery to Peterson catches the outside corner. Heading down to second base is Marin as she takes the bag uncontested. So now second and third for Bishop Garrigan. Ava Huff due to hit next if it gets around. 0-1 to Peterson. Ground ball towards first base. It's in between the legs of Wyckoff. Here comes the run from third as Bodie scores, and the ball game is over. Bishop Garrigan advances to the second round of the playoffs. They win it 10-0 tonight, taking care of North Iowa in 5 innings as Peterson drives in her 4th run of the night. Well, that is called taking care of business, ladies and gentlemen. For the second win in a row, Bishop Garrigan, for the second year in a row, I should say, Bishop Garrigan wins in convincing fashion in the first round, and they will advance on to face GTRA on July 6th. Golden Bears keep the season going. That is win number 15 of the year. North Iowa ends the season 3-20, dropping their 9th game in a row. Well, we'll take a timeout here for a couple of minutes, and we'll come back with the final stats and the postgame coming up next on Hometown Radio KLGA and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
High school tournament sports brought to you by these sports boosters.
Capacious Brothers Pioneer Seed.
Sportsman's Corner, Can-Am and Honda side-by-sides, ATVs, and motorcycles.
Modern Tops and Solutions. Plan your countertop remodel or new home build at their showroom.
Schindler Lawn Care and Landscaping. Peyton Schindler, 515-320-3840.
Lichter's Garage Opener Service and Appliance Repair. Call them at 515-295-5988.
Nutrient Ag Solutions of Irvington and Laverne. For all your crop input needs.
Advanced Drainage Systems, solving modern water challenges. Mike Arndorfer.
All bringing you this game on the radio.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stand behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit your local Central Financial Group office in Algona, Emmitsburg, Wesley, Kanawha, or Britt. Central Financial Group, where you belong.
Our team at Central Financial Group can help you build a solid financial plan built on facts. This is Alex Schwark, and our financial planning software enables us to build a customized plan based on your wants and needs. We're able to analyze your current situation and provide the most effective financial plan to help you get where you want. Let us help you understand how you get to where you want to be. Contact us in the Algona office at 515-295-7748. Central Financial Group, where you belong.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. is separately owned, and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Royal Alliance Associates, Inc.
Tournament sports on Hometown and Home Country Radio, brought to you by these boosters.
Mansky Farm Drainage, providing top-quality professional service to the area since 1969.
Trend Salon, your complete family hair salon. It's all about you.
Algona Manor Care Center, your home away from home with quality care.
Cellular Dimensions, your U.S. Cellular authorized agent in Algona.
Algona Dairy Queen, cool down with a treat from the summer blizzard menu.
Algona Hearing Center, better living through better hearing.
Billy Joe's, delicious flame-broiled burgers and steaks prepared to perfection.
All sponsors bringing you this tournament broadcast. Sports Boosters bringing you this broadcast on Hometown Home Country Radio.
Erpelding Voigt & Company CPAs, they're not just about taxes.
Grand Jeanette Jewelry and Merle Norman Cosmetics.
Goshi Custom Cabinets, they'll meet all your kitchen, countertop, and cabinet needs.
AK's Chrome Kitchen, friendly service, family environment.
Dr. Bill Stroman, giving you something to smile about.
Murphy Realty and Management, serving Algona and the surrounding communities.
Prism Wealth Advisors, your roadmap to financial freedom.
All bringing you this game on the radio.
And we are back on Hometown Radio, KLGA, and at the Algona Radio YouTube live stream. Tyler Lance with you here as we wrap up this one. Bishop Garrigan takes care of business in the first round of the playoffs. They beat North Iowa in 5 innings tonight. Final score 10-0. Taking a look at a few final stats for tonight's game. Ella Schaaf pitched for Bishop Garrigan and pitched quite well, picking up her 8th win of the season. Schaaf has a record of 8-6. Pitched 5 innings tonight, scattered 6 hits, no runs. Schaaf walked 2 batters and struck out 6. On the other side of things, J.C. Plath for North Iowa takes the loss in this game as she wraps up her season 2-15. Plath pitched 4 innings tonight, giving up 12 hits and 10 runs. Unofficially, I had 6 of those runs being earned as Plath walked 2 batters and struck out 1. Bishop Garrigan tonight, again, 12 hits in this one. Golden Bears had a 3-for-4 performance at the plate from Sasha Olish out of the leadoff spot. I should say reaching 4 times, but 2 of those were via error. So only 1 base hit, but did reach base 3 times in tonight's game. Joey Dorning, 2-for-4 tonight. She did reach a 3rd time as well via an error. Abby Capacious ended up with 3 hits in tonight's game in 4 at-bats. Darius Goshi also 3-for-4 for the Golden Bears. And then Molly Peterson, 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Did have reaching on an error there in her final at-bat of the game, but she ends up driving in 4 runs tonight. Again, all those errors are unofficial. That is just the Tyler scorebook making a determination there, but unofficially I had North Iowa down for 4 errors in this game. We mentioned how they came into the game with the lowest fielding percentage in the top of Iowa West, and again, it might not have made a difference in terms of the wins and losses here tonight. Golden Bears were getting great pitching from Schaaf, and North Iowa was really struggling to find a way to score, but the errors certainly did hurt North Iowa, and definitely tagged Plath with a couple earned runs in the ball game due to those. So those are a couple hitting numbers for Bishop Garrigan. On the other side of things, North Iowa did have a couple 2-hit games. J.C. Plath, 2-for-3 tonight at the plate. Eden Greensky, 2-for-2 in this one, but just really didn't get around a whole lot. Schaaf worked very efficiently tonight. Like you mentioned, she did scatter 6 hits. North Iowa had at least 1 base hit in 4 out of their 5 trips at bat, but they stranded 6 runners on base, hit into a double play back in the 2nd inning, had a caught stealing earlier in the game on a great throw by Joey Dorning, and really just a couple small opportunities to score for the Bison, but they weren't able to cash in on any of them. So Schaaf pitched very, very well tonight for Bishop Garrigan, gave them exactly what they needed in the first round, and when you look at the bracket, when you saw this game for Bishop Garrigan, you said, well, you know, this is a game where Bishop Garrigan is facing a team they've already beaten twice this season. They've run-ruled them both times. If you're the Golden Bears, you wanted to do that again, have as low stress as possible of a first-round playoff game. And in spite of a few missed scoring opportunities tonight for the Golden Bears, they eventually did get to the run rule and took care of business in this first round. Golden Bears actually stranded 8 runners on base in tonight's game. They left the bases loaded in both the first and 2nd inning, and they scored 5 runs combined between those 2 innings. But again, they could have really blown it open early in the game. But they were persistent. They kept getting good at-bats throughout the course of the game. And again, 12 hits throughout the night. That means you got hitting from up and down the lineup. Definitely something you want to see heading into the game against GTRA on July 6th. Well, that'll be a tough matchup for Bishop Garrigan. They will be on the road for that one, but should be a super exciting game for the second round of the playoffs, facing GTRA, who is 21-8 this season. This will be the first matchup between the Golden Bears and the Titans this season in softball. In the meanwhile, we will have baseball action coming up for you tomorrow night. As we mentioned, it'll be North Union against GTRA for baseball, starting at 5 o'clock here on KLGA and the YouTube stream. We'll follow that up with Bishop Garrigan against Hartley Melvin Sanborn. That'll be after the North Union GTRA game wraps up. Then again on Home Country Radio, we will have the West Bend Mallard versus St. Edmund game. That'll be on 98.5 FM and AM 1600 for anyone who may be interested. Brian Wilson will be on the call on that one. So that's the programming coming up for you tomorrow. A couple sports streaming games here on the YouTube page, a game over on the Z, and in total, 3 baseball games tomorrow. You've got to love it. That is the postseason here in Iowa as the baseball playoffs get it kicked off tomorrow night. That is it for us here, though, at this game. Again, one big final thank you to our sponsors for the video streaming on the YouTube page, including Algona Municipal Utilities, where they are community-owned for community benefits. Also, Hying Endeavors, proud supporter of Bishop Garrigan Athletics. Chemna Auto, where it's not just about the car, it's about the care. And Algona and State Farm Insurance agent Billy Offerman. Again, big thank you to the streaming sponsors. We'll be back with more sports coverage all throughout the postseason here on Hometown Radio. This has been a Hometown Radio KLGA sports production. I'm Tyler Lance signing off. Final score, Bishop Garrigan 10, North Iowa nothing.